This is the Rusted Willow, and my name is Tammy. And today we are going to be doing super easy, super quick Dollar Tree DIYs. So let's get started with DIY number 1. Hopping right in. All right, so I picked out these little boards. They are cut out of 1x3s that I've cut down a while ago, and I just have a pile of scrap wood, and I made them into the size of like tiny book stacks for my tiered tray. And I don't have an exact measurements. I just eyeballed it to what I thought a book would look like. So I paint one in white Waverly chalk paint. I paint the other one in red, my favorite Spanish tile red from Lowe's. And then I paint my third one in a navy. Now this navy is just an oops colored paint that I picked up at Lowe's, and I just think it's the perfect color for Patriotic Decor. Now you can paint these any color you want. If you are going with a more neutral palette for 4th of July, you can paint these in sandstone, oatmeal, a taupe color, use white, and just mix in a little bit of brown to go with your decor. So whatever suits your fancy. There you go. Okay, now I'm taking these rub-on transfers from Dollar Tree, and I am just going to be cutting out some phrases to go on the sides. And after I make my selection, I just lay them across there to make sure that they're going to fit. And I go ahead and cut out the USA for the top of the book stack. Now, some people think you can't have a tiered tray without some beads, and honestly, I agree. But I also think you can't have a tiered tray without some books. So if you're a book lover like I am, there's gonna be books all over my house. There's gonna be books all over your house, whether you use them for decor, reading, whatever. I have books everywhere. So I touched up a little spot on one of the books, and then I go to town putting these on. Now, these foil transfers, rub-on transfers, didn't work out so well for me. I thought you had to press hard. Honestly, in this case, less is more. I finally got my groove on the second one and the third one, but the first one was a little touch and go, and it didn't come out perfect, and that's okay. But once I learned the trick that less pressure is better, I used my fingernail on the other two, and they turned out perfect. As you can see, the red, white, and blue didn't turn out so well, but that's okay. I do put it back on and try to rub it on again, and I think it turns out a little bit better. The other two went on perfect, as I said before. I used less pressure, and I also just used my fingernail, and it turned out perfect. So I don't know. They're really simple to use once you get the hang of it. So I was used to the other transfers where you have to, rub really hard. But in this case, that was not necessary. And I do love how these turned out. I love the gold foil on this book stack. I think it turns out super cute. Love it. Oh, dang it. I'm not supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to say super cute, so stinking cute. Anyway, I don't know what to say now. I love how it turned out. I hope you like it too. Look at that. Perfect. Oh my goodness. The USA turned out perfect. Okay. Oh, here's where I go and put that back on. So after I rub it on there a little bit, it goes on a little bit better, and I'm happy with it. Because crafting, nothing's perfect in crafting, guys. You got to go with the flow. All right, so then I have some red twine, and I just wrap that around a few times and then tie a little bow on top. And that's it. All right, guys, today I want to tell you that I am participating in the 5 Under 5 as a guest host. I am so excited and honored to be joining my friends Missy and Emily, Missy from Crafty Cove and Emily from Farm Charm Chic this month as the guest host. I was so flattered and just, I love these ladies. So if you haven't visited their channels, please go over and show them some love. I will have their links to their channels listed down below in my description box, as well as the playlist. All right, let's get back into these DIYs. So the next DIY is also super easy. I am taking one of those small mini books that my husband cut for me, and I am adding some star stickers from Dollar Tree. Now guys, even if you don't have these mini books, that's okay. You can put these on larger books. There are so many things that you can do with these stickers. I just love them. Now, after you adhere the sticker to the front of the book, you just get some twine. Now, I have this red and white twine that came in, I don't know, it came in something, and I've kept it for a very long time. I just wrapped it around the book a couple times and tied a knot. Or tied a bow, not a knot. All right, so the next simple, very simple DIY, I don't even think you can call this a DIY. I got these candles last year from Dollar Tree. I got red, white, and blue. And I also got these window clings from Dollar Tree last year. Now guys, if you've been following my channel for a while, you know I keep telling you I'm going to craft my stash. Well, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to craft my stash. So I got these window clings and I am putting them on these candles. Now, I love this idea because not only can you remove them and use them for another season or holiday, but you can reuse the window clings as well. So you do not have to Mod Podge them on. They stick to the glass just fine and everything's reusable. So how cool is that? So it's simple, super simple, and reusable, everything. All right, so after I get these stuck to the candles, then I wrap some red twine around the tops of them and tie a bow tie. Just a regular shoestring bow tie. And here we go with DIY number 4. This one is also simple. I just took a piece of scrap chippy board that I had in my stash, and I used a window cling and I Mod Podged it on to the front of the chippy board. And I love this. Super simple. All right, now this sign is a sign from Dollar Tree. No. It's a sign from Hobby Lobby that I got on clearance, or actually my sister might have got it on clearance, so it might have been from one of her stashes, but it was like 49 cents, like 90% off. So I am giving this a fresh coat of white paint on both sides. I give it 2 coats. Actually, on the front side where it says Be Jolly, I gave it 3 coats because I couldn't get it to cover up the letters. So after I did 2 to 3 coats of the white Waverly chalk paint, I went around the edge, and instead of red, which was fine, I painted it this beautiful navy, and I used these window clings on either side, and I used a Mod Podge to adhere them. So I put the Mod Podge down, a very light coat, just to get it enough to stick, and then I put a heavier coat on top of the window cling. And I love how this little sign turned out. It's reversible, so you can use it on either side, whichever one you like the best. And I think it turned out Really cute. And so simple, guys. Like, I always pick up these little signs at Hobby Lobby when they're on clearance because you can do so much with them. You can set these on your desk at work. You can use them on your tiered tray. You can just have them around the house, tucked in here and there within your decor. So I pick these up every time I find them on clearance. All right, and on to DIY number 5. All right, so I have this sign from Dollar Tree. I had 2 of them actually, and I was just showing you this is what it looked like, and I already tore the 3 stars off of it. And then I took my X-Acto knife and scored it just above the red and white stripes, and then I peeled off all of the top layer of the top of this tag that said USA. So then I go over it with my favorite navy color, and I just had to give it one good coat. I actually sanded the top down to make it smooth, and then I went over it with the navy color, and I didn't use any tape. I just painted it as close to the lines as I could, just gave it one good coat. And then I took this windmill apart. I took the back off, I took the welcome sign off, and I just took it all apart. So while the navy paint was drying, I finagled all this off of the windmill, and it took a little doing. It made me feel very weak because it was really hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. It did not want to come apart. I took the little button off the top, and then I took my little wire cutters there and twisted the metal part around and glued it back on. All right, and then I took 2 of the little windmill blades and I painted them blue, and then I painted every other windmill blade red, and then I painted 2 of the windmill blades white in between the red. So one part will be blue, 2 will be blue, and then red, white, red, white. All right, and you can see what I'm doing here. It's better to watch than the way I'm explaining it. All right, then I set that aside. Oh, no, I don't. I grab it and I paint the white. I wanted to see how it looked on the tag, and I think it's gonna look really cute. So then I paint the white, and then I go over the whole entire tag with Mod Podge because I do not want the glitter to get all over. I want to keep the glitter, but I want it to stay put. And then after the windmill dries, I mark it with the back of the windmill because it has still like a little part that sticks out. And then I took a drill bit and I drilled through this tag so that the little part that stuck out would stick inside of the actual tag instead of on top of the tag. So there you can see the hole that I made. And then I took the welcome sign and I painted it white, and then I distressed it with navy. And then I'm just taking my hot glue and gluing that to the bottom. And then I got some nautical rope out and I tied it in a knot to hang it. And there you have it. And this is actually going to sit on my tier tray. But you could hang this, you can set it beside your tier tray. You could include it in a wreath. You could do so many things with this sign. But I think adding the windmill and the welcome sign just kicks it up a notch and makes it look a little higher end Dollar Tree decor. So, all right, guys, I want to thank Emily and Missy for having me as their co-host this month. I so appreciated it so much, and I love this collaboration. It is one of my favorites. So make sure you go over and visit their channels, tell them Tammy sent you, and I hope you will enjoy the playlist of the other wonderful creators and see what they have made for 4th of July or Patriotic Decor. And guys, I hope you enjoy the final reveal. Please let me know which project I made today was your favorite. Do you decorate for the 4th of July or do you just decorate for summer? I typically just decorate for summer, but I do put out some 4th of July decor in my home, and I also like to decorate my door and my front porch. I really love how these DIYs turned out. They were super easy. Anybody can do them, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have a fabulous weekend, and everyone take care. All right, guys, I will see you in the next one. And if you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe. I would love to have you in the Rusted Willow family. And to all my subscribers out there, thank you so much. I appreciate you, and I hope you have a safe and wonderful weekend. All right, guys, talk to you later. Bye.